Hello, my YouTube, Instagram, friends, family. Your boy, AMJ here. The coronavirus. Oh my God, the economy is at a standstill. And yet there are people out there that are gonna get rich from this experience. I wanna talk a little bit about my video from a couple days ago. I went on and I made a lot of toilet paper jokes. A lot of people said that I looked overly confident and perhaps I wasn't scared or taking this as seriously as I should. And the fact of the matter is, I am taking this very seriously. And I feel that though there are a lot of people hurting right now, I'm optimistic that there will be a lot of opportunities that are happening right now and will present themselves when all of this starts to pass, because it will pass. And it's just a matter of who's gonna be ready to take advantage of it when it does. Now, am I scared? A little bit. Doesn't mean I'm being arrogant, cocky, or, not aware of what is going on. What I do wanna say is I'm confident in knowing that no matter what happens, I'm gonna get through this. You're gonna get through this. No matter what happens, we are all gonna get through this. It's just a matter of how we're going to get through it. What position you're gonna be in, what position I'm gonna be in. Now, a lot of people are not comfortable with not having their jobs and their secure employment. A lot of my friends that have gone into the corporate world and had their businesses can never understand how I could comfortably live paycheck to paycheck, bouncing around from gig to gig. And during my times in the entertainment industry and the restaurant industry, I got really comfortable with not knowing where my next paycheck was coming from. But then I also got very good at figuring out where it was. That became an art. Years later, when I got into my real estate business, the art continued, it expanded, and it continues to grow. And right now, during these times, this is a good time for people to start really reevaluating where they are, what they're doing, what they haven't been doing, what they should be doing, or perhaps what they must do next with their lives. And by must, I mean it's time for you guys that have wanted to take a shot at doing something else. This is your opportunity to start putting that idea, that dream, that concept, get those wheels in motion and start preparing yourself for the opportunities to come. Now, doesn't take a genius. I mean, I'm here in Los Angeles and I just went on an 8.5 mile run because I gotta keep this up. But as I'm jogging through the streets of LA, there's no mystery. Retail is taking a killing. Retail stores, storefronts, the commercial sector is taking a beating right now. And you know what? I am of the opinion, for all the people that have the opportunity to continue working from home, I have a feeling that, and these are some conversations that I've been having with my friends that are working from home, myself. I mean, I haven't really slowed down very much. The only difference going on in my house is I gotta stop and do 4th grade math. And that is a pain in the ass. Rebecca's business, her personal training business, took off. I mean, it transitioned it took about a week for her clients to get accustomed to not coming here to the studio to work out and working out from home. Now she's training all her clients through FaceTime, and she's picking up new clients that aren't even local. By the way, if you want to train with Rebecca, hit her up on the website, rvnfit.com. She'll do the one-on-one training for you via FaceTime. Things are changing. Her business has changed, and she managed to smoothly transition over to the digital era. And why? Because we don't have any brick and mortar. And I've been working for a digital brokerage. I started off at Keller Williams, and Keller Williams, their business model, it sounded really nice. Came across this other eXp Realty online digital version. There was things going on at KW that I couldn't understand how we weren't, in my opinion, up with the times. They were still doing things a little old school. And I went over to eXp. We have a virtual world. All my meetings are online. All my transactions are online. I can do complete deals on my cell phone. Never print a piece of paper. We don't have any overhead. We don't have any brick and mortar. We are thriving. And if you look at our stock on the market, it's doing pretty well compared to other brokerages. Why? Because we don't have any brick and mortar. The commercial industry is taking a beating. period. Things are going to change, and when these businesses find out that their employees that they sent home to work from home are being just as productive, happy, making the same amount of transactions, doing deals, making them money from home, they're going to catch on really soon saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this whole thing about paying for all that office space isn't the best way to go. Maybe we should give people the opportunity to work from home. How about that for an incentive? If you kick ass at your business, you come in, you have a small office space, you put somebody in a cubicle, or you give them their little corner space for a month or two, and you incentivize them and you say, look, if you can kick ass and do that from the office and you don't want to work from the office and you want to go home and do it. We don't need to pay for that extra space anymore. A lot of people are filing for unemployment, and that's one of the things that I believe that right now is really the conversation that we should all be having. And I don't see enough of good information out there. I try to post as much as I can for my market, but it'd be really nice to see other people. Look, there's $2 trillion that are gonna get thrown into the economy right now. Millions and millions of dollars are gonna go to companies. You can bitch about it all you want, what you see, the conspiracies, who's gonna get what, who should be getting what, I'm not getting enough, whatever. There's $2 trillion being pumped into the economy, and you should take advantage of this time and try to get as much of that money as you possibly can into your pockets. Not just for your livelihoods, because I know some of you are depending on that to keep your business afloat, but also, this is never gonna happen again. And some of these loans are coming out, I'm hearing as low as 2%. Somebody said to me the other day, 1% loan for 30 years. I mean, that is free money. All right, you give me $100,000 over 30 years, 1%, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna invest it. Even if I just put that in the stock market, which I never do, you're still gonna get around 5% back. You put that into real estate, you're closer to 10, come on. You're up 8, 9%. Take advantage of these opportunities, apply. Also, for my renter friends, look, if you're paying your rent on time, awesome, good on you. If you're not, I hope things continue to improve for you guys, and you do what you gotta do to take care of yourself and your situation and your family, but this is a really great opportunity for you to reach out to your landlords and maybe renegotiate your lease. I got a letter the other day from my property manager saying, hey, a lot of people are defaulted on it, basically saying, thank you for paying your rent. And I thought to myself, you know what? I've been paying this guy's rent for a long time. My rent goes up 3% every year. Maybe I can ask him, hey, can you bring back my rent to what my original rent payment was when I first moved in here? I don't want to be greedy, but if, 5 years ago I was paying $500, $600, $700 less, maybe now's a good time since I am paying my rent on time, and I want to give you something that you can count on and not fill out one of these forms that says, hey, I'm going to default for a little while. I'll continue to be a great tenant, be a good landlord for these trying times, maybe reduce my rent a little bit. It's worth asking. If you're in that opportunity, you all are. This is a great time to renegotiate leases and lease terms, and especially in the residential market. In the commercial market as well, everything is up for negotiation. Everything is changing. $2 trillion are being pumped into the economy. Take advantage of it. And that's one of the things that I'd like to see more of, people exchanging experiences. If you're applying for loans, or if you hear about a grant program, especially if those of you that are starting to get reached out by underwriters and people are having conversations with you about your loans and you're in process, please post those conversations online. Let us know what you're learning, what you did right, what you did wrong, what you needed to fix, what you needed to change. Really start spreading the word and helping out others, because the ones, again, that are gonna take advantage of this and probably, walk away with the most are the big guys, the companies, the bigger business owners, because they have the resources to get that inside information and take advantage of this situation. But for the rest of us, let's fucking share information and let's talk about what experiences we each are having and where they're being successful and where they're failing, and what we can possibly do to improve the chances of us getting compensated in some capacity. I gotta tell you, I don't think we'll ever see this type of situation in my lifetime again. Not that there won't be another recession or another type of economic meltdown, because those happens in waves. But this, where the entire world is basically shut down, I don't think we'll ever experience something like this ever again. I hope not, in the history of my life and for our children and for our grandchildren. I mean, this sucks. We're all quarantined. We're all sitting at home. And, you know, for once in my life in a very long time, I'm like, damn, you know, somebody is dictating the way that I have to live my life. And the government is telling me right now I can't really go to work. I'm still servicing my clients from home. There's a virtual component. There's a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as I am to still be in business. A lot of people haven't been paid in a long time. A lot of people are getting laid off from these major companies, ABC, Disney, laying off employees. Their last checks are gonna be April 18th. Come on, and these are people that have been working at these companies for 20 years. And they're gonna have to file for unemployment for the first time in their lives, and they are scared shitless. I'm not saying that I'm not scared. All I'm saying is that I'm confident that I will get through this and that you will get through this. And I'm a little bit of a pessimist sometimes. Sometimes I could be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but I am very confident knowing that every one of us, as long as you stay above ground, you're gonna get through this experience. And if nothing at all, this is a great opportunity for you guys to start reevaluating what you're doing with your lives, how you're handling your finances. A lot of people are gonna go through some difficult changes. There are stores, there are small retail stores and businesses that they're never gonna come back, or they're gonna come back for a little bit and then they're not gonna be able to catch up and they're gonna close. There's gonna be a lot of businesses that are gonna go on the market for sale. There's a great time for you to take some classes online. Fuck, free classes, YouTube, learn how to run a business, learn how to buy a business, learn how to operate a business. Learn about business opportunities that you think you would enjoy participating in. You know, because this is the time to do it. People are going to change. In the residential world, on my end, I'm already seeing people calling me saying, hey, Texas, I like Texas a lot. I love California, but Texas, tax-free. A lot of people are like, hey, I got $1 million in equity in my house. I want to move to Dallas. I want to move to Houston. What do I think of San Antonio? I've already been relocating people there way before this started happening because they're going to get bigger bang for their buck, period. California, man, taxes are really high, 13, 14% just to live here in the state. Texas, no state income tax. Florida. This is a great opportunity for all of us to really take a hard look at what we're doing with our lives and how to improve them. We should all come out of this with a brand new skill. We should all write the great American novel. We should all be learning something new. We should all be sharing information and helping each other out. We cannot hug each other right now. And I'm a hugger. I hug, I go in, I do the back pat. I'm naturally a hugger. I like to hug people. You know, if I'm in Miami, we kiss on the cheek. We can't do that right now. We can't share the love physically. We're doing these amazing things via FaceTime, and I'm getting calls and people are reaching out to me, and I love that. The one thing that we can all be doing collectively to really improve the chances of survival for this, you know, what we call like the middle class or the lower middle class, the poor, whatever these, you know, the non-one percenters, whatever. The best thing we could be doing is sharing information online, good information, experiences. You know, I love your TikTok videos, I really do, but fuck, if you got a check or you applied for something or you heard about a grant program, you know, and you applied for it and you had some success with it, or you got a rejection or you had to make a correction, put those out there, share that information so that we can all be taking advantage of it. You know, because this is the only way that we're all gonna get through it, by collectively sharing information, just like Uncle Sam, just like the government's doing. They share they sold stocks 3-4 days before the market tanked because they shared information. I wonder if those assholes are gonna go to jail. Probably not. And I ain't gonna hate on them. But I wanna learn to play the game on their level. I wanna have millions of dollars tied up in the stock market. And I wanna maybe have the insider on, like, hey, it's time to sell or it's time to buy. This looks good, because these people tend not to go to jail. Is it ethical? Absolutely not. And we still put them in there, into Congress. They run our country. And then they tell us a week after the fact, oh, we didn't know. I got lucky. I just happened to accidentally sell the stock. Fuck them. They're lying. They're all sharing information. It's our turn to share information. Let's collectively get together and fucking start putting the stuff up there. If you're getting checks, if you're getting money deposited, if you're hearing about grants, put them up. Share that on Facebook. I want to see that. Share that on my Facebook. Share that in these comments. Hit subscribe if you like this video. I'll post another one tomorrow. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Love you.